Computer, I need your help. I'm looking at these new Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness leaks, and they're confusing me. Can you cross-reference them with the other leaks we've talked about? I may have gotten something wrong in the last video. This does not surprise me. You have gotten many things wrong. What do you mean? You were wrong about the Joker saying it would make less than $500 million. You were wrong about Ezra and Sabine being in The Mandalorian Season 2. You were wrong about Shang-Chi not making a lot in the box office. What's up, everybody? It's Josh coming at you from NERDVENGERS Tower as per usual. And yesterday was an insane day for the leaks all about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I saw a video by Paul from Heavy Spoilers breaking down the full plot leaks of that movie, and they do line up with a lot of the things that I have heard. I also saw a video from Rob from Comics Explained where he was talking about some leaks that are actually a little bit different than the ones that Paul were talking about, but they do line up and track and make a lot of sense, but confused me, and I want to get into that. And then on top of all of that, very late in the day, there was an exclusive by The Direct talking about how Ultron robots or Sentinels are going to be in that movie, and then we got another leaked photo of the visual effects or the pre-vis effects for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which seemed to prove the Direct's scoop completely right, but also kind of throw me off a little bit on some of the things that I was thinking about and I even claimed to be true in my last leak video. So what I now want to do is sort of break down as best I can what I learned yesterday and sort of why I think I may have been wrong about a couple of things in my other leak videos. So let's get into that, but I do want to mention that tomorrow, Wednesday, October 6th, sometime in the evening, probably around 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing a full spoilers stream talking about all the crazy spoilers for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, as well as some new stuff coming out about Spider-Man No Way Home. So if you love talking about spoilers, you want to come ask me a question about what I think about this aspect or something you've heard, come on over to the live streaming channel tomorrow night, probably around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so let's pull this up on the research board. Here it says, and this is an exclusive by The Direct, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will feature Ultron robots. And if you go down here, it says, after making their debut in Avengers Age of Ultron, Ultron Sentries will return in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The robots' rumored role in the sequel is unconfirmed by Disney and Marvel. According to The Direct sources, the sub-Ultrons will come from a different universe that Stephen Strange visits during his multiversal adventure. Now, there's some other stuff going on down here about how we haven't seen Ultron drones, but pretty interesting stuff. I will admit to you guys, when I first saw this pop up, I was like, okay, that's really cool. Maybe that has something to do with the Iron Legion timeline. And if I'm being honest with you, this Iron Legion timeline is just something I heard about. It's apparently one of the distinct universes we will visit within Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And I've also heard that some of these universes will remain intact and we will revisit them potentially after this movie in the continuation of whatever Marvel is doing with their multiversal saga. It's also important to note that although Paul's video, which breaks down all kinds of different aspects for the plot leaks for the movie, and I think that is real, he does not actually mention the Iron Legion timeline at all in his video, but I've heard from a couple of different people it's a distinct one that we will visit. I had always hoped this would be a universe where Tony Stark actually has a suit of armor around the world, and I was thinking it could line up with that rumor of Tom Cruise Iron Man being in this film, and it would be a distinct universe we would visit here for a little bit and potentially visit in the future. However, when I saw the leaked photograph that shows apparent pre-vis effects for a scene with Doctor Strange and these Ultron drones, or perhaps this is concept art for the movie itself, it actually shattered that belief and confused me about what is going on in this part of the movie. And I'm going to put up a blurred version of this photograph. I just am a little bit nervous about copyright stuff, so I'm not going to show you the full picture, but you can find it on Reddit, pretty easy to find. And what you see here is Doctor Strange being brought in front of some people, and on both of his sides are Ultron drones. Okay, so at first you're like, yeah, whoa, this looks to line up exactly with what the direct was talking about, but it's who he is being brought in front of that is confusing to me. He is being brought in front of Charles Xavier and what appears to be Baron Mordo, who we think will be the Sorcerer Supreme of this universe. Now, at face value, this matches up with everything we've been hearing from like the leaks that Paul and Daniel RPK have been talking about, the leaks that Reddit user, My Time to Shine Hello, has been talking about, which is the person that Rob was quoting in his video. It all seems to make a lot of sense. But my question is, why are Ultron drones in this universe bringing Steven in front of the Illuminati? I just really don't understand that. If Tony Stark is not on the Illuminati and there's no indication from the leaks that he's a member of that Illuminati, why are the Ultron drones there? Is Ultron being controlled by someone else? Are the drones being controlled by someone else? And this brings me to something that Rob talked about in his video, which again, maybe something that I got wrong about the leaks for this film. And it all has to do with the Illuminati. When I originally reported about the Illuminati rumors, I thought they could be a multiversal group. But then, thanks to some of the things I was hearing and some of the people I talked about, I changed my tune on that, and I told you guys, no, I think this is just a version of the Illuminati from that particular universe. And this is just a version of Professor X that just happened to exist in that timeline and became a member of that Illuminati. But according to Rob's videos, which again comes from that Reddit user who we think is really, really solid, that is not the case. And that this group of Illuminati is actually a multiversal group of Illuminati members, which makes a little bit more sense as to why Captain Carter would be there, as we think something to do with the end of What If will make it so she's now out and about in the multiverse and then meeting up with Xavier and forming the Illuminati here. So that changes things. That's a big change. If that's a multiversal version of the Illuminati, that's nuts, man. That is way bigger of a deal than just having an Illuminati that's native to a particular universe. It's also interesting to note that the lights on the Ultron drones in this scene are pictured as green, and we know from episode 8 of What If, that is the color they retain when Arnim Zola, the old AI guy from Hydra, when he takes control of the Ultron drones, they change their color to green. Now, what's crazy about that is it implies that the universe that What If is in could directly tie into this crazy multiversal version of the Illuminati, and perhaps Zola is in charge of all of those Ultron drones, but is also working with people like Mordo and Charles Xavier to watch over all of the multiverse. I'm a little bit fuzzy on that, and we'll just kind of keep an eye on the different leaks and things that come out. And perhaps after the episode finale of What If, we'll have another idea. But there's two more things I want to talk about that came from the leaks that Paul talked about, which I think are fascinating. I want to just sort of touch base on those things, and then we'll get out of here. And again, come on by the live streaming channel tomorrow, where we'll talk full-on spoilers about this and speculate together. So Paul indicated in his spoilers that towards the end of the movie, America Chavez and the evil Wanda, who's the, Wanda that we know and love, that's going to go full on Darth Vader, they have a crazy fight, and somehow every single time they punch each other, they are ripped into another universe. That is very similar to what we saw the Watcher and Ultron do in episode 8 of What If. And there are apparently a lot of parallels from different crazy things from What If that will also be brought into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. But apparently, when they are punching each other through these different universes, they are actually blending all of this stuff into a single universe. And that doesn't come from the leak video that Paul talked about. That comes from somebody who's working on What If that just made this statement. Here's what the head writer, AC Bradley, took to Twitter to say about the complaints about Ultron using the stones in different universes. Here's what it says right here. Happy Monday. Just a reminder that Ultron is using the Infinity Stones to push himself, same universe being. Also, he's legit punching across the multiverses, turning them into one messy universe soup. And I think that little tidbit right there could be massive for the implications of the end of WandaVision and what is fully happening within that movie. Because America Chavez has that ability to open up portals and to punch holes into other universes. Very similar to what we saw Ultron do. But what this writer is implying is that when that happens, those different universes are actually being melded together and becoming a big universal soup, which might have some crazy ramifications for the MCU post Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, having more fluidity between these different distinct universes. That sounds just absolutely insane. But then one last thing that Paul talked about in his video is the very end of the movie, which teases our own Doctor Strange having that crazy eye pop up on his head and becoming obsessed with the Darkhold. Apparently this may even happen in a post-credit scene, but throughout the movie of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, we will watch the Darkhold completely corrupt Wanda and take her down a very, very dark path. And at the end of the movie, she is taken off the table and our Doctor Strange is still there, but he may be going dark himself, and there are some weird rumors that he's going to hear Clea calling out throughout the multiverse and potentially set us up for way more bizarre stuff after that. That is nuts to me, because this whole thing might just be a precursor to what the Darkhold actually is and what it is doing to different magical beings throughout the multiverse. The implications are insane. I obviously think about Secret Wars and some of those crazy things that Marvel could do. Regardless, it seems super, super fun. And I don't know, man, if Wanda going nuts does all of this, but Doctor Strange is able to ultimately, with the help of many others, defeat her, what hope do we have if that guy is corrupted by the Darkhold as well? And how insane would it be to see like a dark Wanda and a dark Doctor Strange working together? Mind-blowing stuff. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the latest tidbits of insane Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness leaks that came out yesterday. Let me know what you think about them. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to this channel to see more of our content pop up in your recommended feed. And again, go check out our live streaming channel. We have a ton of fun doing different streams throughout the week. And again, we're going to do that big spoiler stream Wednesday, October 6th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you over there. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.